Morning everybody, absolutely stunning sunny day again, beautiful, beautiful. Spent a little time in the garden yesterday, weeding pots, weeding the patio. It's out of the sun, it's a little bit chilly, so I stayed in the sun. So what's in the sun's been done, what's out of the sun hasn't. I haven't done an awful lot lately. Well, I can't go anywhere. I can't wait for the day when we can go out in the car and go somewhere. Oh, it'll be lovely. I have been out in the car this morning with the boys up to Sisbury, but I mean, that's a 3-minute drive. But yeah, I've been out. So I don't see anybody to talk to though. When I walk locally, I see, obviously local people, and we shout and how are you and what's going on in the village. I did see somebody yesterday afternoon as I was walking the boys out across the road. She'd lost her dog last week, so I said, "Oh, Sue, I'm not going to say anything, just, I won't stop to chat in case you're too upset, but I'm really sorry." She said, "Oh, no, that's all right, thank you." She said, "I just wanted to say that we saw you on the telly," and she said, "You just looked absolutely stunning." She said, "I thought your hair was wonderful." She said, "I wondered where you got it done." She said, "But I was seeing it today." She said, "I can see that it's just the same." I said, "Well, luckily it hasn't grown too much. So by the time I get a haircut, it'll just about be ready. So at the moment I can manage it, so I'm pleased." So boys had a lovely sunny run yesterday, and they've had a lovely sunny run this morning, so that's good. They're now laying in the sun. I did put in the summer. I always put beds outside the patio door, and they lay out there. Put one out yesterday, but they didn't want to go out. They stayed in on the carpet with their beds by the patio windows. So I thought, well, not doing that again. I've been doing a little bit of bedspread. Had that all out on the ground, on the carpet yesterday, and was sort of piecing in all the bits and pieces. But of course the thing is, the dogs think I'm playing because I'm down on the ground, so balls kept being thrown onto my bedspread, and so I'd pick them up and throw them off, and they'd come back and they'd roll them back on. I just keep shouting at them, "Get them off!" So that was a bit of an ordeal. Made some fudge yesterday, a disaster, because I haven't got a thermometer, and I was frightened to let it go on too long in case it got burnt, but they didn't set. So I've just had it all out, dug it all out the pan, put it in the saucepan again, boiled it up, dropped the ball in some cold water, and that seemed to work better, and I let it boil and boil and boil. So I've now put it into a couple of containers and see whether that sets. If it doesn't, it's going in the bin. So I'm rather disappointed because it's quite expensive. I just fancied making it. So my neighbour on Thursday texted me to say she'd put some veg on my car. So I went round with a butternut squash, courgette, big potato, a couple of beetroot, loads of broad beans, an onion. And she sent me a message and said, "I don't know what to do with the squash, and I don't like it." So I thought, it's lovely in soup. So I made some soup, put everything in it, mostly butternut squash and sweet potato, put everything in it. And I took it round to her Thursday, 4:30, and I texted her to say, "I've just put some soup outside your door." And she texted me about half an hour later and said, "Absolutely delicious." She said, "I'll have to make some butternut squash." I said, "Well, I'll make you another batch tomorrow." So I did another load Friday for her, and texted her about 4:00 and said, "I've put some outside your door." She said, "Oh, I'm going to have to get my finger out." She said, "I thought I hated squash," she said, "but this was lovely." I was really mix it with lots of other things. So, and I love broad beans. I didn't put those in the soup, but I love broad beans. So they were lovely. Supposed to be all organic, but I can't taste the difference. And I did have one of the beetroots yesterday, and sitting there, I had about half a beetroot with my lunch. I love beetroot with cheese and beetroot sandwich, or egg and beetroot sandwich, or anything with beetroot. I'm going up to Rachel's this afternoon later, have a meal, collect some shopping. She's going to do a bit of shopping this morning. They go off ever so early down to Lidl's. Oh no, it won't be ever so early today. Oh, well, they're there for opening on a Sunday. So she's going to pick up a few bits for me. And what she can't get today, she'll get on the Tesco's order. So that's lovely. So I'm going up and have a meal with them this afternoon. So it'll be good. They've been doing their allotment and the bit of the garden. When I went the other day, Chris had put a load of the waste bins, emptied those on the garden. So I expect that got dug in yesterday. And I don't know what they've got down at the allotment at the moment. What would they have? I remember her saying this was the last of the leeks last week, so they won't have any leeks down there. Don't know what they've got growing down there. Perhaps they haven't got anything. But probably getting his potatoes ready to go, chitting to go in. I must get some actually. I think he should have on a whole bag. Oh, I'll ask them today if he's got 2 or 3 I can do. So, I mean, it's just, doesn't the sun make a terrific amount of difference? It's just wonderful. Hopefully be able to get out in the next couple of weeks. Everybody just needs to be able to go somewhere, have a purpose in life, and be allowed to travel, in the car and go somewhere. I'd like to, go down to see a couple of my friends. And, well, I don't know when we're going to get back to... I mean, the radio this morning, they said, I don't know who it is, one of the ministers said, don't start booking holidays this year. Not yet. I thought, well, I've already got one booked for August. Whether or not it's going to go ahead. I mean, it's a coach, it's hotel, there's a theatre spectacular we're going to be seeing. So again, that's all theatre, whether that will happen. I think it's sort of an outside venue thing. And I mean, they've still got to rehearse. It's a big thing that's done every year, so it's got to be rehearsed. So whether they say at the moment that's going on, but we'll see later on. We've got plenty of time. So things are on the up, looking up. It'll be really good when all of my family have got their injections. I'll be speaking to my other daughter today, later on, and when I texted it the other day to ask how Rob was, she said he'd been sent home from work again, but they've set him up at home, working from the computer at home. I don't know how it's going to work, but she said, I don't know why they didn't do this last year. So it'll be really good if that works for him, because he can do a full day, whereas if he goes into work he can only manage 4 hours. But if he's at home, he can pick and choose when he does it. I mean, he still do his timing. I mean, his earlys and lates, but at least he's not under the pressure, and he if he doesn't feel well, he can have a 10-minute break. So I'm hoping that'll work out really well for him. If he can be doing it all from home, that'll be really great. So I'll speak to her tonight. See how they're getting on. See whether they've got lovely sunshine. Super. Oh, I did my lawn the other day. Oh, I think I said it before. February doing the lawn. I think the bins are going out tonight. So I must remember. I must get one of the bins out, so that when I go out with the dogs tonight, I'll remember to see if anybody's got the bin out and see if I can offload my bits. So that's about it for today. Nothing, I haven't done anything, been anywhere. So hopefully speak to you tomorrow. See how everybody's getting on. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye.